Welcome back, Marshmallow Crew. Today we're going to dive into 5 ways to stretch that money a little bit more if you just got paid. I'm talking about if you got any kind of benefits, or if you got universal credit, or if you got your monthly pay or your weekly pay as well, because all these 5 tips will help you budget a little bit better, save a little bit more. So let's not waste any time. I got 5 ways to do this. As we all know, it's very easy to kind of spend as long as that money hits the account, right? We all been there, and every month is the same. We can't wait to get paid, and when that money comes onto the account, we realize, well, where has it all gone? So let's first talk about payday. So when we get the money, I think what we should all implement is the 24-hour no spend day. I know it does sound very cruel, but listen to me. I've got a good point here, because as we know, when we get paid, we just want to get that Deliveroo, that Uber Eats, that extra pastry from Lidl's, that little gadget that we've been looking at it a couple of days before payday. But the best idea is just to stop just for 24 hours, because we've got the momentum of, obviously we just got paid, and we have to kind of bear it in mind, because it's really hard to stop. I think as soon as we got the money, just to splurge and spend, and by the time we realize, a big chunk is gone. So number 1 is just to put pause on spending. Obviously, I'm not saying do not spend on essentials. You need to pay your bills, you need to pay your rent, and you need to pay for your travel and your food. But when I say put a pause on it for a day, I mean the extra bits that are not really necessary. So number 1 is just stop and pause for 24 hours. Number 2 on the list is my automatic scoop, I call it. So what it means is, when you have your account where you get the money in, I think what we should all do, which I actually been doing this for a while, I do have different pots, and I do auto save, because I just find it, if there is something set up with the bank that automatically pays for the council tax, pay for the mortgage, pay for the bills, I don't have to worry about it. There is no missed payment, because a lot of places, if you miss a payment, you forget about it, especially council tax. I think they are very hot on it. You don't want to be in that boat if you don't have to. So if you automate everything pretty much, then it makes life so much easier. And also, in that case, automate your saving as well. So a lot of bank accounts in the UK, you can maybe open another account with the same bank. So when your online bank, you will be able to see all your account with them, and you can actually open it up and then do a monthly transfer, an auto transfer, because I think it's always good to have emergency saving, sinking fund. Christmas coming up, obviously birthday, after school clubs, and if you want to travel as well, or for your home insurance and your car insurance, if you pay it yearly, then it's a good idea to kind of have all these little different accounts and just set up your monthly scoop. So as I said, auto save it, auto set it up, because then one less thing to worry about. And make sure that obviously it's coordinated with all your outgoings, because you don't want to go in the red. You'll be able to pick the date. So if you want to save for something bigger, or you think you will be able to put a little bit more money aside, or you've got a big chunk saved up already, just make sure you do shop around and choose the best saving account. But in this instance, I'm talking about auto scoop. So we are not talking about a big chunk of saving, but every month, if you set up an auto save for £20 to go into your sinking fund, it makes such a big difference. So number 2 is auto scoop. Number 3 on the list, I think you probably would have heard of this, is the 5-minute money map. Maybe it's not a terminology that you came across, but pretty much when you get paid, just sit down and write down where the money goes, and also make sure that every pound has a home. Because if that pound doesn't have a home, it probably will end up in the middle aisle in Lidl's, buying Uber Eats or Deliveroo, as I said, or McDonald's, things that are not necessarily, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so make sure that every pound has a home, so you don't think that, oh, that £5, I can just splurge it, because that £5 would probably save, that would probably pay for your, let's say, pet insurance. Yeah, so just sit down and do a little audit, write down your bills, and write down how much obviously things cost. Every pound, as I said, should have a home. So number 3 is a 5-minute money map. Number 4 on the list is a little bit similar to the 24-hour pause, but I think when we get paid, we should just kind of do a no spend 2 to 3 days to give us a little bit of a boost, to give us a little bit of momentum, because we would already have momentum after we get paid. So if we just say, all right, let's say that we are not going to spend any money a couple of days after we get paid, and see how much that would actually save. Or you can do it later on in the month. I think a lot of people do a no spend month in January, but I think it's a very good kind of routine and ritual, payday ritual to get into, is just do a few days of no spend, especially after payday, just to give us a little bit of a boost and make us feel a little bit better that we still got a little bit more money on our account. So number 4 is no spend for 2 or 3 days. Number 5 is the 10% treat rule. So let's summarize it again. So number 1, after we get paid, do a 24-hour pause on spending. Number 2, do an automatic scoop. It's a little bit almost rhymey as well. Number 3, do a 5-minute money mapping. Number 4 is a no spend starter, 2 to 3 days, give us a little bit of a boost. And number 5 is the 10% treat. So hopefully you enjoy this. I can't wait to see you all next Saturday with some more 5 ways. And please don't forget to check out when I try to reduce, with some ideas, I try to reduce the spending on the horrendous household bills. It's going to be linked after this one. Have a lovely day, everybody. It was good to see you. Take care. Goodbye for now.